everything's been wonderful. I mean, we haven't had any real incidences. We put the bike down a few times by accident. Water crossings are pretty regular. Nothing too major to manage. The animals are absolutely wonderful. It's beautiful. The people are good. The places to stay and the gurs are very nice. We stayed tonight in a hotel here. I don't know if you call it a hotel or a boarding house or something like that, but it was a little rough, as you can see on the bed here. My hips are hurting. Some of the beds, maybe I'm not man enough to lay on some of these beds they have in the gurs. I think Josh is having a good time. He's pulling through it pretty well, no problems. It's not hot. It's absolutely beautiful. A few rain spells.
Part of the adventure of all my travels is always exploring the new facilities, the restrooms. And here in Mongolia, like most countries, it's an outhouse. However, this one is just literally a hole in the ground that just drops. They call it the long drop, as opposed to the outhouse. It's called the long drop because of the distance it goes down. But one interesting note, when I first started learning how to use these kind of restrooms without a toilet seat or anything, where you're just kind of going into a hole in the ground. In Thailand one time, in northern Thailand, I really had to go number 2, and it was pretty disgusting. But I did the same thing that happened on the back of this wall here. I completely missed the toilet, and I hit the back of the wall of this outhouse, and it was pretty disgusting. Definitely something cool to show you guys. Very nice. Quick fix on my boots with some duct tape. One of my straps busted off, so out here in the middle of nowhere, duct tape has saved the day again. Yeah, we put it on, wrapped it around, holding the boot on. The only problem with wearing it like this kind of stuff is if you have to go to the bathroom, you got to rip everything off to go. But it's pretty nice. Other than that, the new jacket's doing extremely well. The pockets seem to be holding up to the water real well. I keep my iPod in here and my iPhone. No real big deal with running through the water. I got my new Champa shirt on with the fleece lined on the inside. I'll show you more of that later on. The new Champa pants are really doing well. Everything's working out real nice. Can't complain about anything. Gear-wise, we're good. Champa beanie, 8-inch beanies, available wherever you want them. They're doing real well. Everything fits. Balaclavas, neck gaiters, doing real good up here in Siberia. We are in Siberia right now. Gear's holding up, man. It's really nice stuff. Tested, proven, man. I've done over like, I think 1,000, maybe 1,000 kilometers already in this stuff, and we've done hardcore riding. This is all I'm wearing is the same gear day in, day out. I got the new Champa padded shorts underneath here. I'll show them to you later on, but it's all padded on the sides and the hips, the butt, everything, and on that hard seat for long distance riding. Sure does make a great deal of difference on the butt pain and stuff. But other than that, everything's doing really well, man. I'm really happy with all the gear. It's doing very well. Nice straps inside to hold the jackets in, yeah?
You're so funny when you can't stop running. I just sit like butter. And when you drive me over, the policeman stinger. I just drive on.
I think it was the 7th day of riding. I was out there and I was coming by a nomad gur set up, and they actually had a real like cabin there for their livestock and stuff, their living quarters. But they had a bunch of motorcycles out in front, and I thought it was pretty cool. So I rode by, and the gentleman and his wife, they waved me over, and I came over with the bike, and he was a big man, and he came over and he wanted to ride the bike, and I was like, all right, have at it. And he took off on that thing pretty good, man. He's obviously got some years of experience of riding in the Mongolian countryside. But he brought it back. He was really excited about it, and it was fun. I met some really cool people on this trip that they love the bike. And when you go by on the big bikes, they really appreciate it. It's fun.
Riding over the wide open expanses of northern Mongolia in summer, picked up a nail. Isn't that lovely? Yeah, I think it's just people. Oh yeah.
So Gans here has been our guide through a lot of this trip so far, and he's been explaining a lot of things throughout the ride. But right now I want him to tell me about, when I'm out here I see it's really desolate. There's nothing really out here. I mean, there's a few girt right along here where the herders are living, the nomads and stuff. But one thing I was thinking about is if we go down, is there like helicopter rescue here?
We don't have helicopter rescue. Only we can order expensive service.
We could order an expensive service. You could pre-book it before you left on the trip or something.
Kind of like we're supposed to make contract and stuff.
Say we did go down and got hurt, or somebody in one of the gurs or the nomads got hurt. What would they do in a case like that?
If nomads hurt, which happens almost every day, like horse riding accident or motorcycle accident, you can see how popular motorcycle in Mongolia is.
Yep.
In that case, they give call to village, small government unit, one we stayed last night.
Okay, so they have a hospital in town, doctors and stuff,
yes,
that they bring out.
It's very small, very simple hospital.
Yeah.
And there's 1 or 2 doctors, and there's an ambulance jeep.
But they don't use any kind of helicopter. They won't bring out a helicopter for them. Really? Wow.
Tourists, if they have SOS insurance,
yeah,
there is a branch SOS hospital in UB, and they send plane or rescue helicopter as a part of insurance.
Nice. Yeah, I was just wondering, if you look around here, as you can see all around, it's wide open, man. We've been on, how many kilometers have we done so far?
Since this morning we had...
No, all together in the last couple days.
I calculated over 1,300.
We've done 1,300 kilometers, 90% of it's on dirt, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when you see the kind of dirt we've been riding on, it's like the Autobahn out here, man. We get up 100, 120 kilometers, no problem on a lot of this stuff. Anybody that lives out here has got to have some knowledge of first aid and taking care of themselves.
Survival. No.
Yeah, they're absolutely survival.
Out of nowhere, I came around a turn and almost took out these 2 bicycle riders. They were just pedaling along with all their gear. And it was something I originally planned to do before I did the ride. I was actually going to do 1 week of bicycle touring with my backpack and everything and come out here and do it. And I didn't do it. I ended up just doing other stuff. But it was something I was looking forward to. So when I saw these people from Canada doing it, I thought it was really cool. And I got time to spend to talk to them and see what they're doing. I think they were a little bit weighed down though. I had a lot of gear with them.
Yes, there is a city in the world called Moron City, and I was in it. It's in Mongolia, and I don't know if it's Moron or Moran. I'm not sure how to pronounce it again. But it was a neat little town. It had, we actually got some good food there. Had little markets and everything, and got to walk through the markets and look at all the different fruits and vegetables that were available in the Mongolian countryside. And then they had all the meat market lockers, and they had the people making the curd and the butter and the lard and all the different stuff that the nomads needed during the winter. And this was kind of like they would go into town and pick up what they need, take it back to their gur camps and stuff like that.
So here we have the pinions, wild pine nuts, wild blueberries, which they sell by the cupful. That's like a beer glass full. About $2 a cup. Then we have jam. They make the jam out of the blueberries, yeah. And then they have wild onions, and then herbs for the common flu. Very good, yeah? Okay, thanks. That's the yak butter. Dried curd. And here's the yak milk. That's lard, man. This is exactly what the world shouldn't eat. That right there in your heart will kill you.
Everything tastes better with lard.
Yeah, everything tastes better with lard. That's what makes a tortilla great. What is this, Gans? Dried beef, like beef jerky.
Beef jerky, but that's you can keep it for 2 years.
Really?
One pinch, big enough soup for 1 week.
On this thing, during this time, Josh really had some issues with the bike. He had problems with his clutch lever. I think I had clutch lever problems too. Gear shift, yeah, and brakes. Everything kind of had problems. But we got out, and in this little town, we were able to go to a local junkyard, and they had literally everything you can imagine. I think every piece of junk ever accumulated, any piece of junk ever accumulated in Mongolia was in this little town. But it's good because we made do with what we could, and we got the bikes working again and running. So it saved us. It saved the trip.
These are the bikes we've been seeing all over Mongolia when we've been riding. You got the big oversized like dirt bike tire wheels on them. You got the cages on them all the way around. Crash bars all the way around. Big blockers for your grips and your brake lever and your clutch levers. It's got a place for the person to sit on the back, plus you can mount a lot of stuff. These things are everywhere.